with Top Shelf Reggae. I am at One Love Cali Reggae Fest, sitting down on day 2 with Tyrone's Jackets. They just performed. It was amazing. How does it feel to be here at One Love?
It's an honor to be here at One Love. This is like our second time playing it, and it's an amazing feeling.
The first time was a blessing. The second time is a blessing, and I think you keep it going. You've seen the progression of this event. I don't know what to say.
It feels great to be here. It was really exciting yesterday seeing you on stage with Iration and J-Book. That was an awesome moment. Were you there for that? That was sick. Tight. And then it's so nice to have performed, and now we can just fully be present with how awesome it is to just be amidst all this great music. It's so cool. Yeah, exactly. Just totally vibe and not have anything in the back of your mind to be getting ready for it.
I guess I should introduce everybody. This is Carl, this is Noah, this is Rye of Tyrone's Jackets. Amazing, amazing set. Now, you guys mentioned you were here last year. I caught your set last year. It was the first time seeing you guys. Addicted for Life. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. I did happen to notice there were titties on stage.
Oh my god, that's right! It's the anniversary of that!
Yeah. Please explain.
At the beginning of Tyrone's Jacket, or whatever that is, what this is, we had other people involved on stage as part of the production of band. My sister was one of the backup singers, and in the container of Tyrone's Jacket, one of the things that we really explore, I say, is the energy. And in that sincerity of the connection to that energy, there are purges. There are manifestations of sorts, and when this work isn't exactly facilitated in ways that are the proper containers necessarily, or aware of what those containers are, those purges can come. That's why there's usually set up constructs for certain work, energetic work. So when these purges occur, that's what it is. And this, as I see it, and particularly in this particular moment, there was a purge that occurred at a moment that was unexpected. I'm not going to necessarily say bad or good or whatever. It was unexpected, but I do actually sincerely equate that to a lot of the energy work done. There was a level of freedom and something like that exposed, and then that doesn't exactly translate at that moment necessarily, but whatever.
Now I kind of feel bad. I didn't know it was your sister, but I was talking about that. My bad. No disrespect. I thought it was a great addition to do your set. And yes, your whole set is about freedom of expression, freedom of sexuality, freedom of music in general. So I totally vibe that. I love it. I know you guys had a lot of touring last year. You were with the Dirty Heads. How was that experience?
We love those guys. Those guys, they really showed us the ropes. It was our first national tour, international tour. We went and played dates in Canada. In a lot of ways, it was leveling up for us. Through that tour, we were able to get really tight as a trio and just get closer to each other, and those guys were a big part of that,
That's the sexuality I was talking about, the freedom of sexuality.
Yeah, we're sending out a frequency, and people tap into it, and that's something that we've seen, and so that's something that we're following, and we're trying to grow that, and it's been an amazing journey for us so far. We just got off the road with Iration, and there were a lot of lessons learned there. Noah was on stage last night playing a new song, Danger, with Iration and J-Book.
With regards to the Dirty Heads tour, as he mentioned, Mud mentioned, this was a level up for us, and we're pretty serious about what we're doing here, and so you need the proper competition, so to speak, and the proper containers to really exercise where you're at. It can only go so far unless you're dealing with something that's going to really challenge you. So this was a blessing in regards to, and as I see it, a response, the universe or whatever, its response to our hard work gave us the blessing of this opportunity, of this challenge, this new beast that we must, saddle and settle down. Tame the beast, come on! And I think that we're doing a decent job. I'm not going to say that the beast is, sitting there idle necessarily, nor should she necessarily, but come on. But really, you know what I mean? It gave us the opportunity to, because there's a lot of energy up on that stage, when you're doing it, and when you're actually doing it after providing a service, when people are paying and coming to do this thing, and we're now doing it in that way, it's not completely egotistical, maybe a little, but there's a service being provided, and so again, to wrap it up, that Dirty Heads thing was always with us because we know that really gave us that first time in the ring with real competition, and I think we did a decent job of respecting that.
It's a change. You guys came from You have a very energetic set. You do. You're all over the place. You vibe with each other. It's amazing. And Dirty Heads all over the stage, jumping around, kicking whatever. Then there's Iration. I mean, I love the Iration, but that's pulling it back. Is that like part of the taping process that you were in that like crazy energetic tour, and then like the next tour you had to be like, okay, we're split, we're polar extremes a little bit, and balance. How is that kind of transition?
I think that no matter where you go and what you do, you gotta be yourself. And like Iration holds down what they do, Dirty Heads holds down what they do, but Tyrone's Jacket has to hold down what we do. And so I don't think we like tailored the set to be different. I think we just brought the lessons that we had from the first tour and applied them to what we were doing, and hopefully just got more effective at distributing the vibe.
There's a saying, equal in value, not the same. And so I think when there's an energy that is being facilitated, if it's connected to a level of sincerity, then the manifestation of that is going to be what it's supposed to be, regardless of what sort of value is placed on it based on human beings' perception of it. Does that make sense? Right. And you'll see a congregation of people resonating with something if it makes sense to them, and that's their truth, which is why there's a big world and all different flavors, right? So in Ceremony with Dirty Heads, yes, they are more, and mind you, when we talk about energy, I'm not talking or doing, it's not necessarily physical gyrations. You know what I'm saying? You can be energetic than a mother effer and be still. We've seen it. Right. So that's another level of compartmentalizing anxiety and getting it twisted with actual energetic work. When it's really going on is it ain't all what you see. So, it's a lot more with Dirty Heads' thing, and then Iration's a little dialed back. I like her point that I think we still did our thing with it, but it still all made sense because the energy was radiating at a vibration of sincerity.
Speaking of like dialing back and forth, you guys go from one song that's like reggae, and the next song's like hip hop, and then it's like, whoa, this is like an interpretive dance for a couple minutes, like it doesn't. Your inconsistency is your thing, and it's amazing how wide of a range you cover. And you're also very existential about it. You're just with your answers. It's like you're a philosopher. Do you guys tap into other medias to get your vibe? Not just music. Do you like get inspiration through books to go in like this direction with a song, or the movies, or where does this energy come from besides your own mind?
I think it's different for all of us. I think that, well, personally, I love film. I draw a lot of inspiration from music and film.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? That's a tough one. God dang it.
Top 5.
Top 5? Step Brothers is actually in my top 5 for sure. Yeah, I like The Shining, Step Brothers. I liked Field of Dreams growing up. Those are all really different movies, probably. Yeah. I like horror films and like weird dramas and psychological thrillers.
And then you bring that essence.
Coen Brothers stuff. I'm also very much inspired. Right now, yeah, it changes for me. Like right now, I'm getting into old 70s aerobics, 80s aerobics videos.
Yes.
I'm exploring that.
Yeah, wait. Let that.
I have a project. I'm not trying to plug my project here, but I'll explain. Maybe this will help answer the question. Like right now, I'm testing myself to put out some more of my music, more beats, and I'm using film as a way to do that. Not necessarily solos, just like as a practice of trying to get music out there and be more open with myself. I think like what Tyrone's Jacket has been for me personally is like digging in deeper to who the true person I want to be is, and that's a free person. And I think that's what you see when I'm out there on stage. I'm free. That's my meditation, and so. And these people inspire me, actually. These people inspire me more than anyone.
How do you guys know each other? How did this all come to be in the first place?
Wow, this is cool. There's a lot to it. How do we know each other as Tyrone's Jacket? Mud and I grew up together. We've known each other since we were kids. We were both excellent baseball players. Carl, better than me, but nonetheless, we were both very good. And so sports really connected us as youth. Yeah, and there was a connection and respect I always had for Carl, beyond levels that I was able to rationalize at that time that now makes sense to me. So, you know, Carl was doing his thing, kicking ass and doing all that, and I was chilling. And then time had passed, and I got kind of caught up in societal endeavors that now I realize were not conducive to my or anyone's well-being. Basically what I'm saying is I was drinking. Really, you know, just being, you know, what comes along with this whole thing a lot of times, this societal seemed value and this false perception of love and this egotistical nature and this capitalistic mantra we have over our head. Anyway, so I just got... Oh, thanks. Well, I got caught up, you know, I got caught up and I was allowing my brain to just take it at face value and fire off those electrical signals without stopping and recognizing the difference between my body's process and my mind's process, you know, simultaneously while they're all happening. So, what was I saying?
How we met.
Oh, how we met, yeah. So how we met was played baseball together, we were young, and then time passed. I started drinking too much, and I kind of hit rock bottom, and my subconscious or something, I think from the accumulation of that energy that I was feeling from him from back before I could again rationalize it, made me actually manifest footsteps and sentences at his doorstep saying, yo, what up, what up, what up, where you at, what's happening, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, he came back at me and was like, yo, check this out. And it was a little tape recording of, I think it was Do That There, and Time and some other shit, you know what I mean? And then so from there we had something. But then what we didn't have was we didn't have a DJ. Or wait, you know, it's just up there walking out there. We didn't know what the hell to do with that. What the hell are we gonna do? Just two you know, handsome men up there. That's good, but it's not great. So you know what I mean? So then we got. So it so happened to be that this man was in conversation or courting or whatever with the Queen. So that's good. It's good for business. That's good for a lot of things, more than business. But anyway, so that's Ryan. So then that, you know, she just stepped in, and we just, you know, like anything else, a good brew takes a long time to boil, yo.
And the rest is history. And the rest is yet to be unveiled further. And speaking of further, you guys did your national tours last year. It is officially 2018. Aren't you excited? I'm excited for you. What is to come? Please tell me. I need to know.
Well, I guess I'm going to tell her the truth. We're getting married. Which, to me, that's our news. And we might be going on a spring tour, maybe around the wedding, depending on how it looks. And we're gonna get back in the studio and make some new music and make some new videos and put out more songs and get more glorious.
Well, congratulations, you two. That is amazing, amazing. I know that you guys saw how I asked Santa for a show of yours with the Dare Nots, who I also adore, equally. You kind of hinted that this might actually happen, and there could be Santa Claus in existence. Can you please let me know if I can unwrap that present soon?
Okay, first of all, they're doing a tour and they're coming to LA on March 9th. I'll be there too. Okay, yes, let's go. Awesome. Okay, so that, and I actually collaborated on a song with them at the end of last year. Yeah, they sent me a song and I put some scratches on it, and it's coming out either in March or April. So, I mean, who knows what could come from that? I don't know, but that's the collaboration as it stands right now.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. And you know, in the meantime, I'll see you guys exclusively, you know, I have to go to your shows and I have to go to theirs, but if you ever come together with a synergy, I might just explode. And I won't keep any more of your time. I was wondering if you could just tell the Top Shelf Reggae viewers at home, just in a nutshell, in one sentence, what is Tyrone's jacket? Didn't that just make a great mouth?
Yes.
Easier question? Do you want an easier question? Okay.
Tyrone's jacket is a glorious, valuable service.
I like it. I want it as a bumper sticker. Next question, last question. It's an easier one. If you guys had one spirit animal for the band, one representing, it doesn't even have to be real.
It would have lion's hair, like a mane. It would have a unicorn face and horn. And it would have eagle wings. And eagle penis. Yes. Yes. Oh, Barkley. Yeah.
Okay, what about yours?
Oh, I thought that was all of ours. Mine's.
That was the Tyrone's jacket.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Well, yeah, mine. It's like an eagle, bear, wolf.
It could be anything. Shit. What?
I'm trying to pick an easier question.
Well, no, let me think about it. I was thinking about some sort of like electricity and water touching each other.
It's like an eel.
Maybe an eel. Maybe an eel. All right. I'm an eel.
All right, that's it for Tyrone's Jacket. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. I'm Christy Rose with Top Shelf Reggae. Check back more for Tyrone's Jacket on the site.